trouble, but we don't really care. Tell ourselves there's always tomorrow, but it will still be there. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. No, I just wanna say hell no, and do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so, 'cause I can put up a fight. Let's make a hit and run, do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hell no. Yeah, we'll be going all night. 9 to 5, we're all on the hustle. We wanna get away. Another day of beg, steal and borrow, and that is safe to say. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. Hey. No, I just wanna say hell no, and do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so, 'cause I can put up a fight. Let's make a hit and run, do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hell no. Yeah, we'll be going all night. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. No, they don't pick us up, instead they knock us down, and that's the way it goes until we're in the ground. I don't wanna do this anymore. No, I just wanna say hell no, and do whatever I like. Do whatever I like. It doesn't matter if they say so, 'cause I can put up a fight. Let's make a hit and run, do it for fun. They can't hold on forever, so just say hell no. Yeah, we'll be going all night.
Like me, I love when you groove like that. Boy, can't you talk to me? It's what I want the most in my life. They say you're out of my league, but I don't give a damn. No, deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. You wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms? If I could make you see it, baby, would be something to make the starlight jealous up above. Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, like me up. I love when you groove like that. Oh, hey, could be us, kissing in the moonlight. Hey, I'm guessing if I was your girlfriend. I'm guessing if I was your girlfriend. Sometimes you think about all the ways I'm making you smile. I know I am what you need, and boy, you're just my type. Deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. We're gonna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms? Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, like me up. I love when you groove like that. Oh, hey, could be us, kissing in the moonlight. would run with you. And from what I have heard, you do the same thing too. I wanna stay forever. We could be good together. Guess mystery loves company. Better too late than never. You know we could do better. So take a chance and run with me. Everywhere we go, we turn to
One step forward and another back. I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you're looking like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you.
Hello everyone, thanks so much for sticking around toward the end of the video. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of the setting that I changed on the EOS R6 this time for the autofocus, and then I'm gonna open a couple original JPEG files and then do some editing at the end. So this is the thing that I changed. So I go to the AF tab number 5 and then change this one to the initial AF point set for face tracking. So this was by default it was auto, and the advantages on this one, so I tried out this shoot. It is that if you set this setting, the initial AF point Canon will consider as a tracking point. So instead of pressing the OK to activate the tracking point, it will automatically follow the eye. So for example, let me make this one bigger. So for example, I'm just going to give it one example. So you can see that I'm half pressed. When you're half pressed on the first before half press, you can see the small square in the center. And then when you half press, if you just use the AF box as a priority for the tracking, and once it tracks the eyes, if you just follow the eyes, you can see that it is very stable, just surrounding the eyes, tracking the eyes. So this becomes more sticky for the eyes if this setting is turned on. So make sure that change, you can see that it is always foreign. And then if I release the shutter without hard press, if you have the box, and then if I hard press again, if you start calculating and then start the eyes, and then once it find the eyes, it will track the eyes. So this is one of the setting that I set just to check it out if it improved the tracking. It definitely more sticky to the eyes for this setting. So this setting was on the AF tab number 5, the first one. So just make sure if you have the R6 or R5, just check it out. I'm not sure if the R has this one, but this is the new tracking system that R6 and R5 have. So this is one of the settings. I just want to tell you quickly the change that I did. And then next, I'm gonna just open a couple JPEG file just to initially inspect a little bit of the zoom in. So if I'm zoom in a little bit more toward the center, the focus point, you can see that how sharp the 85L lens for the 1.2 even is shot at wide open. So it is very sharp, and then the color rendering is very nice. You can see that the Canon red color is very nice as well. So the R6 is very good. Even if you zoom in, it's very nice and sharp for the R6, the 20 megapixel sensor. So this is one of the example. Let me open another one. So this one has the front facing with the eyes looking toward the camera. So let's zoom in on the eyes a little bit. You can see that it blurs out a lot. She's about one 1 or 2 feet away from the wall, so it's not too far away from the wall, but everything blur out behind. It created a soft background. So as I'm zooming in, you can see that the focusing area is pretty thin. So from here to the other side of the face is already blurred out from here. So the eye is in focus. You can see that the lashes are very sharp, and then even the eyeball is very sharp. And the face is sharp at this plane right here, and then slightly out of focus, and then out of focus on the other side of the shoulder. So that's the 1.2 characteristic. It has a very thin depth of field, but this lens is very sharp, even shot at the 1.2 wide open, and but it is very expensive as well, and then as well as very heavy as well. So the size is like double the size of the Fujifilm XF50 1.0, about double the weight of that lens. So just keep in mind that if you are looking for compact lens, probably you should just go for the F2 version, the cheaper version. But the color rendering, this is the initial JPEG, so it's very good already. The initial JPEG is a nice color. I just need to reduce the highlight safe a little bit in front of the face a little bit. So that's I'm gonna do a little bit of the editing later. So another shot, let's she's about 6 to 10 feet away from the building. I think 10 feet, about 2 parking lot away from parking space away, so about 10 to 12 feet away from the building. You can see that the building already blurred out. You can just see the outline of the window, and then as I'm zooming in, you can check it out, the sharpness of this lens as well, and everything else blur out. As this one, she turned a little bit more toward the camera, so both eyes are almost in the same plane, so it's more in focus at both eyes as well. And you can see that if the eyes are in focus, the necklace, because it's a little bit inside the face, is already blurred out already. You can see that it is already blurred out, so only the eyes part is very sharp on the focus point. And that's one of the advantages of this sticky focus setting on the AF number 5, because it's just stick on the eyes that initially found, and then if you want to try the other eyes, you have to release and then try a half press again. So that's my quick one. I have 2 more coming. So this is 2 similar on the similar location. Let me just you can see that the window outline is there. You can see it's still a building, but it blurs out a lot already. So it is very sharp on the eyeballs, the IAF, and the lashes are very sharp. And keep in mind that this is a 20 megapixel sensor. So, but it is sharp enough, and I think it is more than sharp enough for the pose already. And if you want even sharper or even more pixel to work with for cropping, you can go for the R5, but the internal is the same as the R5. I think the focusing system is the same as R5 as well as the 1D Mark III. So this one is a backlight, so I did some shot at the backlight just to see how good it is. And yep, it is in focus on this plane right here, and then if I'm zooming, it's in focus on these eyes right here. So the hair around the edge of the highlight are out of focus on this point because the eyes are in focus. So just a little bit of those distance already out of focus. So that's a quick look. And then let me close all of these ones. And then I'm gonna pull in couple of the editing process. So I'm gonna leave this one right here. And then I'm gonna pull in the recording. By the way, if any of you want to record right now, I'm just gonna use the QuickTime app from the MacBook Pro just to reflect the my phone screen. So this app is the RNI app. Okay, let me close this one, just less distraction. I'm gonna just leave this one right here, leave the setting that I set right here. Okay, so I'm gonna start editing couple pictures that I am gonna use for my Instagram, and you will see it later in my Instagram. The first thing I'm gonna do is reduce the highlight save for this one. So you can see that it was a little bit too bright for the highlight save. I'm increased the contrast. For the Fujifilm filter, I'm gonna use Superior 200. You can see that the red is different, but I am not gonna use the full blown filter. Maybe around 30 to 40%. Slightly reduce a little bit more, and then reduce the highlight save. So the brightness is the first thing I did on the brightness, and then the highlight save just reduce a little bit more based on the situation of each lighting of the picture. So that's a before and after. You can see that that's from too bright to the correct exposure. I can even reduce a little bit more so that it has a nice contrast already. And of course, Instagram has the 4:5 crop. I'm gonna leave a little bit more headroom, so you can see the top lines are around the lips. So those headrooms are good. The left hand side has too much space than the right hand side, so I'm gonna crop in a little bit more like that, and then save it. So that's one of them. Let me save as camera roll, and then I'm gonna apply the same changes to the next one, and then do the 4:5. You can see that as I finished the first one with the correct exposure, the second one will be very fast because it is similar lighting. So that's before and after, and because it's 4:5 crop, is it cropped out a lot more in the bottom. So I'm gonna use this one. This one is too dark. I'm gonna increase a little bit back of the brightness. This one I can slightly adjust the highlight save as well, and then 4:5 crop, 4:5 crop, and slightly rotate a little bit. There's a rotate button right here. And by the way, any of you use the Android, you might need to use the Visco instead. I think the RNI app is still not available on the Android Play Store yet. So this one, I'm gonna increase the brightness, and then the highlight save, and then slightly rotate a little bit more, and then do a 4:5 crop right here, and make sure the left side and right side have a good amount of negative space to work with. And sometimes it's too tight, it's not good, because when the feed your feed has to have some negative space to sort it out as well. So this one is nice, and we found the sign in the garage, and then it's pretty cool. It's a red sign that matches the red jacket as a street style. So 4:5 crop, I'm gonna crop it this way, slightly position the person on the left side of the grid, slightly off center a little bit, and then do a tilted like that. And I'm gonna increase the contrast, and then reduce the brightness a little bit, and then slightly increase the sharpness more. So that's a before and after, and then save as camera roll. So the next two are similar. I'm gonna just slightly adjust the contrast, and then highlight save. So yep, 4:5 crop here also. So I'm gonna do a 4:5 crop, slightly rotate the image a little bit more. So save this, and then the next one is here also. So because it's a similar lighting, I'm gonna each photo it takes about 1 to 2 minutes, because if they are in a similar location it is very quickly, very fast. So save as a camera roll, and then I have 4 more coming. So this one I'm gonna leave it the neutral brightness, increase the contrast a little bit. Let me see how it goes. This one I'm gonna just reduce to 28 for this, and then yep. So let me rotate, slightly rotate, using the garage lines as a reference point. Just make sure it is parallel, slightly. Okay, yeah, that's good. So, and then the next one is similar location, saved it, and then slightly rotate a little bit, make sure that it is parallel to the grid in the cropping lines. So just make sure they are parallel. Okay, so save the camera roll, and then this one is I'm gonna get a little bit more brighter, because it's laughing. Usually laughing has a good vibe. It's nice and bright, so it is brighter. It's suitable for the brighter mood for the image. That's why I increase the brightness a little bit more, because this is a laughing good vibes style. And then let me save the camera roll. The last one I'm gonna edit is this one. Slightly reduce the brightness, increase the contrast, so that's the before and after, and then highlight, save a little bit more, and then do a 4:5 crop in here. So 4:5, and then save the camera roll. So that's it. These are the quick edits, and then this is the setting that I did for this shoot. And thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. If you like, you can like and subscribe my channel. I will have more content coming up. Thanks so much. Bye.